1 minute now until we get the market on open imbalance. Ten seconds. Market on open imbalance. S&P 500 sell side 13 million, Nasdaq 100 sell side 8 million, Dow 30 sell side 6 million, Mag 7 sell side 7 million.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 42. Fib.NQ double on the delta 9. NQ on the 4. Upper bands touch NQ on the 42.
Alrighty then, mic check, mic check. Good morning, everybody. Let's get to it. 1 minute past the US Open here. And here's our first Enigma here. I'm going to take a shot at this one. We are currently neutral right at the open line, so it's a little bit dangerous here at the Nopen. Hitting on the Nopen line. Neutral. There's 20, there's 40 ticks. Trade number 1, 1461 off of an Enigma. Now, technically, that is a power moonshot right there. Moonshot would be an Enigma plus a cross. This one ends up being an AO cross, so that is labeled for me a power moonshot. Beautiful play right there for trade number 1. Let me get my coins reset here from yesterday.
Double bands touch NQ on the 42.
All right, so that will be trade number 1. If you are new with us, make sure you get through our 8-day boot camp so you know what we're talking about here. But these are my 5 trades represented here in my digital format. And if you're going through our training program, you also know we have a printable version of this that I also like to have on my desktop using some coins, actual physical coins, right here by my desk to make those changes. I used to have a video camera trained right there on that, and the video camera at some point, I don't know, something's going on with the connection. So if you see way over here on the left hand corner of the screen, you see that little thing right there, it says live cam. Yeah, you should be able to see that. I'm gonna, you know what, I'm gonna put it on my list to get it done today. Today is the day, folks. We're gonna get some things done that have just not been getting done. I'm on it. Now, speaking of other things that I'm on, we've got a new version of AlgoBox coming out soon. Tomorrow, I will be using it on live stream, so you guys are going to see some really cool stuff tomorrow. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. I will also be initiating a small account challenge using multiple trader funding program accounts and then loading up the trade copier. We'll talk about the trade copier a bit more as we go forward, and kind of showcasing how I would approach trading the markets with trader funding programs and the extra rules and all of that, but also using the multiplying effect of being able to use multiple providers with multiple accounts, or one of the providers like Apex. Apex is awesome. They let you trade up to 20 accounts at a time. Now, I'm curious, how many of you guys have actually traded? Is anybody gone full port and gone all 20 contracts who is here on the live stream here this morning? I know it's early. I think people are still trying to roll in here this morning. I definitely know of some who have, but show of hands, who has traded 20 contracts? I'm sorry, 20, and we've all probably traded 20 contracts at some point, but I mean 20 accounts at the same time using a trade copier. Let's see, show of hands on that one. Windrider usually 5 at a time. Interestingly enough, what Windrider's saying there on the 5 at a time, that's what I'm planning on doing first with you guys. I will be doing 5 at a time. I'm not going to do all 20 to start, but maybe into the new year, if we start getting more than 100 people hanging out here and hitting 100 likes right there in the first 30 minutes of our live stream show, I'm going to go all the way. We're going to go full regalia. Okay, I've got a Super AO here. I'm hearing selling all over the tape here. Normally I would want to take that little pop-up right there, but I'm going to skip it just to the aggressiveness of the selling coming into that area.
This is the final read for October.
I do want to draw a white line right here. So if we come back to that, sort of like let's say that way later, we come back and we're over here, I want to know where that line was. There's a lot going on right there. We got a double set, and you can see it stacked over here on the Flowmaster flagging at the bottom as well, but I just want to mark that to see how we hit. Yeah, not surprised that we're already kind of popping up to it again. Forming a potential trap right there. I'm going to switch screens here. So look at this, 10.5 Super AO with divergence right there was enough to pop that up pretty solidly right there off of the bottom. Right now, let's see how big of a bounce that was. It's over 100 ticks. Yeah, it's 121 ticks to the upside off of that Super AO 10.5 higher time frame play right there. Wouldn't fault you if you took that, but man, that was some aggressive selling right there. A little bit nervous on pressing that. That was the second time we have touched down and hit the red side. You see the red touch there, and that was right at the open line, and we hit it again here at 9:35. Then we came all the way back up here, back to the green side, and now back in. So taking a note there. Did you take that one, noob? Nice, very nice.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
Braver than I was this morning on that one. All right, let me get the chat there on screen. Noob says he took it. Awesome. Good morning, Diego.
Touch NQ on the 42.
Trading those groups of 5. I've done 20, but I've done the 5 at a time as well. Awesome, Wilburn. Great to hear it. So I'll be showcasing that, how I would do it, and yes, you have to be more cautious. So I'm already kind of starting to practice that here today on being more picky on your trades because you've got additional rules in trader funding programs. Does anybody know what the name of the trader funding program that I recommend is with no rules? Has anybody heard of the no rules trader funding program? Anybody know which one that one is? Cash amp, that's right, cash account live. I thought somebody might say self-funded, self-funded.com. Yeah, so if you want no rules, then you go with the only trader funding program where that exists, which is self-funded live account of your own. However, when you're in the trader funding programs and you're trading somebody else's money, it makes sense. You got to follow their rules, right? They've got certain rule layouts and setups, so follow their rules. There's more things you got to keep in mind as you are playing through those. So it would make sense to adjust your style between those. So we will be we'll be doing exactly that. That's right. Real-time protection, yes, thank you, Mr. Eddie. Real-time protection is off there. I did get that in between there. And of course, there's my little blank spot up there on my my camera area. Let's see if I move my mouse right here. See that right there? This printable tracker sheet. I have been needing to figure out what it is with this thing. So as we come into the coffee time here this morning, I'm going to be trying to do that. Okay, I'm hearing I should be hitting this. I'm going to go with 4 contracts here. I'm not going to get crazy with it. We should be getting a little bit of a pivot here. That is a DCR 8.9, 6.2. All right, they're finally getting off the tape there.
Upper bands touch NQ on
the popcorn off the tape. Yeah, I was worried about that. Here come the gnarly bulls. All right, there's my dot with the HMD. Now I go, oh, not full. I ended up going 12. There's 22. I'm in neutral. I'm going to add to position. So full court press there, and 40 ticks. Targets filled. Beautiful right there. So we got the DCR adding in on the HMD right there. HMD. Plus prior close, a lot of things popping in right there. We get the DCR right here. Kind of earlier, remember when I drew this line right here? Wanted to go, hey, be careful this spot right here. Boom. That ended up being, yes, the full dropout, and then we're up. And look, we do it again on the other side. This is where I would normally, if it's me, and again, you guys don't have to do it my way, but you guys are here to kind of learn how I approach things. So here's what I do. I'm going to mentally think, okay, line here, or go ahead and put one there. I press F6, click the button right there, right here. I'll go F6, boom. I wasn't going all in right there because of the popcorn on the tape. You hear me say it, popcorn. Like, what I mean is you can hear the clacking, the high-pitched clack coming in. You know that's buyers on the tape because we've got audio box already telling us the aggressiveness of the buyers coming in at that space. So wanted to not go full regalia on it right away, but I go ahead and toe in on that quarter position, and then when we pop up and we hit the HMD right back behind it, now I'm going to slap it back, and I was hoping, and my idea is at least get me back to that white line there. Sure enough, get that and then some. I was going to be happy with 20 ticks. It ended up giving me over 40 ticks on it, and there we are. I am 2 trades, winner, winner, chicken dinner, and I am done mentally for this session. All done. How many minutes are we on live stream here? I could click on the OBS there. 14 minutes, 20 seconds to do $4,000 there this morning. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Got enough to have my chicken dinner on the table. Now I'm thinking mentally, I start thinking about this bonus right here. That's what that label is there for, is after I got my winner, winner, chicken dinner. Now my eyeballs are not going, okay, now I got to trade all 5 trades. My idea is I have up to 5 trades to trade like a video game. You got 5 lives in Mario Bros to start out. Other games like Contra and others, you start out with 5 lives unless you know you got the cheat code up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, select, start. If you're going to have a friend, then you're playing 2 players and you get the 100 lives per. That's that one, of course. If you're a rock star and you know Mike Tyson's punch out anybody, 007-373-5963. Come on, come on. You guys know these things, right? Anyhow, now it's probably just me, nerd. All right,
Fib.NQ on the 4.
let's see. Oh, there's another 25 power moonshot with, wow, a lot going on there. There is a power headshot in there, red dot with the power cross. Ends up along with it the Enigma on top of that. A lot of stuff here going on this morning. I am definitely liking this kind of action. I don't like those markets where the market just creeps up in one direction or down. Either way, I don't really like the grindy, creepy style of markets as it is. The bots are currently up $600. Looks like they've got 3 open here. Oh, that's coming back quickly.
Delta NQ on the 4.
Let's see, Super AO right there at the prior low. Let's see, here in buyers, step straight through that. Second cross, king timing. There's a PRZ, waiting for them to get off the tape. There's the HMD at the back. Power HMD, yikes, they are snapping through there. Almost same scenario as before. I don't like that the open line is sitting right there, so could spell some trouble here. I'm gonna clean this thing up and look to get out. Oh, we've got news coming out in 1 minute.
Enigma short on the NQ3.
All right, I'm not gonna chance it. I'm gonna go ahead and close out there for a small loss. I don't like that. We're right before a news event. Check your news log here. What do we got? He just mentioned it. Final services PMI, and then we also have a red ISM manufacturing number coming out at 10 a.m. We are right here at 9:45, so this one's coming out here in a moment.
NQ on the 4.
10 seconds.
All right, so here's where I'm currently sitting. Right, so I go winner, winner, chicken dinner on small loss right there, and still mentally kind of targeting.
55.
And I should have really kind of skipped on that anyhow. A bonus on a bonus play. I just want it to be absolutely perfect. What was not perfect about that one is continuing to hear the clack, 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 the popcorn in there. Also, the location right here at the Nopen line. I call it the Nopen because the open line is nope. Should not be taking plays.
J-hook long NQ on the
I mean,
4.
not that you can't take any. It's just oftentimes those are places where things go poorly. Great play setups can land right there, and it just, they're not crisp. And sometimes, well, almost all the time they're not crisp. But and they can, I don't want to say oftentimes, but
Down NQ on the 9.
more losers than normal happen there all of a sudden at the open line.
Double Delta NQ on the 4.
So a good place to, especially if you're up on the day and you've got your winner, winner, chicken dinner and you're looking for a bonus. Your bonus doesn't need to be a hard play, you know, like nothing you have to finagle, no working a position, any of that kind of stuff. Just get a nice clean touch on a bonus play. You know what I mean?
Fib.NQ on the 4.
Okay, so briefly heard them come out with the numbers there. Let's see how that plays out there. In general, my personal rules are sitting on hands 2 minutes before a news event and 3 minutes after. So we'll let that 3 minutes shake out there. Solid setup, you bagged it, Mo. Nice. Yeah, and in the same time, if you in for a scalp, if you're like, you know, I'll scalp it for a few ticks. Cool. No worries, no problem. Stash Royale, how's it going? Welcome aboard, great to see you. Good, how are you, sir?
Double Delta NQ on
I'd be better if my cool little camera up there was working.
Double delta NQ on the
but I'm gonna have time to work on that today. This thing is gonna get working. I'm gonna trace the cable right now because I don't, dude, what is going on here? This is wild.
on the 4.
Okay, there's the high of day. Let's see if they snap it right in front of it.
Hands touch NQ on
We're coming up so fast, I don't think it's gonna last, so I'm ready to hit that blast. Give me a shot. I'm gonna watch ES. Right in front of the high of day.
Hands touch NQ on the
Let's
4.
see him touch through. We've got a GLR right up above us. Almost there. You see the GLR? If you see the GLR, if you have a free hand, type a 1 right up there on the 9s. Getting around one of those. Just trying to hit a scalp.
Double delta NQ on the 9.
There's the delta.
NQ on the 44.
Get ready. Okay, here's my ready. I'm going to take the next play. We're up at the top of the channel. I'm going to touch it right there. There's 20. I'm going to Dr. Seuss it on the red. Yikes. King timing. We're almost there.
NQ on the 89.
There's the touch. I FOMO'd it. Was worried I was going to miss it. And there's my ready DD at the top of the channel. So now I got to add afterwards. Unfortunately, I was taking my earpiece out over here because I want to go fix my camera. And then it's like, where do you think you're going, boy? Got a potential fun play coming in here. What do you think you're doing? Seuss. Having to pull half right there because, again, needing to be cautious as I'm already well up on the day. We're in bonus play territory here. I'm just trying to just add to what I've got.
Enigma short on the NQ3.
Enigma short coming in on the bots 10.5. See if we get another 20 tick drop. Or if they got another pop in it, because we kind of sliced right through that GLR. You see they came back and touched it. There's an HMD. Giving the HMD a shot to get me paid. Let's see.
At 10 a.m. Eastern Time, we have US ISM Services PMI. Forecast 50 spots.
All right, here in the sellers, come all the way in. There's the butterfly. Should be exiting some position here on the butterfly, but I'm being greedy here in the sellers like a Muppet. All right, y'all kick me later for that. All right, it literally, there's my exit target. Hold to the opposing signal. But I heard the sellers kind of still, and I was like, oh, let's see if we get a little extra drop, and now I'm going to eat some heat on it, unfortunately.
Global Economy Lecture 2025 on
Mega Late Nate here in Popcorn, still coming in. I'm hearing news all over the chatter boards here. Still, the 89 is printing just solid ignition bars on the 89. Non-stop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight up bars on the 89. Okay, so adding in on the Mega Late Nate here as they kind of stop the popcorn, and here comes more popcorn. Wild, wild. All right, there's a additional shift right here. There's the divergence, and we have, as I get a red bar here, hopefully, there's one. Looking for the Seuss. And ES pointing straight up.
Double delta NQ on the 4.
Look at this thing. So as ES points, so NQ goes. As you guys have heard me say many, many times.
Double delta NQ on
There's a double delta shift. I'm not going to get anything better than that. I'm going to go ahead and go full port here and DDSR on that play. I'm going to right click, always on top, that one right there.
Fib.NQ on the 4.
Because of where I'm at on that, it did go more than 30 ticks, so I need to start peeling off at the POE, point of entry. Which, me being slow on the trigger there, literally did not. So you know, there, oh, I'll take a sip of coffee. Right when I let my guard down. That's been twice now. I didn't exit my position on this one, and then thought, to go a couple more ticks, just being a little greedy there, even peeling off my trades. A little too overconfident on the play, being well up on the day on easy plays there this morning. Got me a little lazy. And that is not good.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 89.
So non-stop on the tape again. We got 7 minutes still till a news event.
Stocks extend gains. The S&P 500 up 0.2%. The Nasdaq up 0.3%. The Dow up 0.3%.
Let's see, from that pivot, 595 ticks straight up there. Okay, there's Super AO. I'm going to add in on the bot account here.
Upper bands.
And let's see, I want to keep an eye on RTY. And let me move this over so I can keep an eye on this one. Going to add always on top for
Double delta NQ
my NQ side on the bot. All right, half up as we push through that.
touch NQ on the 42.
Waiting for them to get off the tape. They're kind of shuffleboarding it as a 7.4. These bull pushes lately have been famous, nearly famous, for the level and distance of push. A very different type of market we've been in lately. Yes, Dr. Leaf, you've been missing something. Bro, I've been saying this for days on days. Yeah, let me ask something. How do we get our crew members to be more involved? And what can we do? What is it that...
Forecast 46 prior.
What do y'all not like about Discord? Should I just start charging for Discord? Since, you know, I think because it's free, I don't think you guys appreciate what's going on in Discord. Should we just put a price point? You guys let me know in the chat. Should we go ahead and put a price point? Like, since Discord has been free forever.
Who's making
this is our 10th year. And, you know, I get these things all the time. A new version's coming out. What? Did I miss something? Bro, we've been talking about this for forever. It feels like forever. How long have we been talking about a new release coming out? Did you know we put out a new website? All right, as we go into new year 2026, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start charging for Discord, and so if you have liked it, fantastic. If you haven't, you know, look, at some point, a man can only take so much. All right, and it's time. Okay, we've been out here 10 years. I watch all these Muppets nonstop. Get too much following. Our people don't appreciate it, and it's time. It's time. Time or a dime, folks. Time or a dime. Can't spend your time? Here comes a dime. No problem. Don't worry, Dr. Leaf. You're not the only one. I get that too often. Like, it's always... And ironically, I find people, like, they're super active in other chats. They don't want to hang out with us. That's fine. That's fine. The people who want to be here, they'll be here. But, you know, they can, or you can pay to be in it too. It's perfectly fine. Which, by the way, will also take away your capacity to have tech support via Discord. If you don't know how awesome the tech support is in Discord, because we get way too many Discord tickets all the time too. Like, you guys have our guys install for you. You won't even go through the videos on simple stuff like installation, setup, or updates. It's wild. It is absolutely wild. It's wild. Speaking of wild, the non-stop buying algorithm is still going here. Is this a triple crown after the samurai sword? Let me see if let me get a measurement from the bottom here. 772 to the upside straight. From the 8.4, 1130 ticks. From the big trap, was that 5:52 a.m. this morning? And then the non-stop buying algorithm all the way up here. Wild.
Fib.NQ on the NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 4.
We'll have an earned component too. I think we'll have an earned component of Discord,
Fib.NQ
where you can either pay with your time or with a dime. But yeah, we're not playing anymore.
NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 42 on the 89.
I mean, we only asked for participation. It's I don't know why that's. I have not been able to figure out why that is hard. It's crazy. Let's see.
1 minute remaining. I'll be leading with US ISM services PR.
All right, here comes the news. You're welcome, Top Gun. Happy to hear it.
Double Delta NQ on the 4.
10 seconds. All right. I'm going to half up here just in case.
52 spot 4, 52 spot 4, higher than the forecast.
Okay, starting to hear some sell in there.
Paid 70, 70, higher than the forecast of 68.
Here comes the wild.
56.2, higher than the forecast.
Okay, charts are falling behind, I can tell.
48 spot 2, 48 spot 2, higher than the forecast of 47 spot 6.
So whatever this news was is driving it absolutely nuts. Gonna have to wait for the charts to catch up here a little bit. All right, I'm gonna close out some of my other charts here. Gold, crude. Gotta leave ES open. I can't close ES. Market going absolutely nuts here.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 42.
Hopefully catch up here in a moment. Pink dot on the 89s. Hearing all these crosses come in on the higher time frame. It is a giant spider web coming in right here. Massive exchange of hands. Pink dot on the 89. High of day just up above us. Oftentimes this shift point on a news event like that can pull the shift, and that is what I'm hoping and expecting here. There's my 19.3. I'll add in on my bot side. There's a double GLR down below, hoping we can reach that for a target. Look at this spider web going on right here on the optimized range. Holy shnikes. And that is a spike. That is a spike. Very rare style of spike. Just in on it like a single 2 bars. 2 bars of space all the way to a big bear. 1000 level. Right in here with the spiderweb juice going on there.
Divergence of lower bands on the NQ on the 42. Lower bands touch NQ on the 42. Lower bands touch NQ on the 42.
Found some really cool, fun stuff for our truth time after the coffee break time today. Remember yesterday I was talking about trying to find some topics and things to, you know, you can't be pressing the buttons nonstop during your trading, and you need to have, you know, almost like, yeah, you got to figure out what your hobby's going to be. All right, we're getting a nice drop out here. I mean, we should be going farther than that from what it looks like here. We've got space on the lower optimized range to the second golden rope. ES finally kind of coiling over. There, I don't want to see it like do some crazy shoot up there. I'd like to see it come underneath the golden ropes, like do something a little more, like get some formations here. Come under here, do some of this, and then kind of come up here and come like this, would you? Like give us some back and forth movement here. This non-stop shop is just a T-bitsy annoying, my friend. T-bitsy annoying. All the way back to my POE. Dude, did that just go straight up? 100 ticks straight up? It did. 114 ticks straight back up at the bottom of the channel there. And let's see. As ES points, so NQ goes. I'm going to put this right here so we kind of keep an eye on what our ES might do here. Track that 21. 15.1 red Enigma on the 3s.
Fib.NQ on the 9 on the 4.
On the optimized range, this is what I'm just kind of seeing that this we wide it out even wider than we were before on these golden ropes, like the distance between here and here. And look at this expanse. That is almost double the span from the prior. Really, really wide out there. So hoping we've got some extra space to come inside here and get closer to that golden rope is what I'm hoping for. Oh my goodness. Look at the power move to the buy side. Green dot comes in right there and shoves it straight up. 4 bars. 1, 2, 3. Now this will be the 4th bar. Could turn out not so good for me.
Fib.NQ on the 4.
Okay, yes. All eyes on you there, bro.
Fib.NQ on the 4. Divergence down NQ on the 9. Upper bands touch NQ on the 42.
Eating my lunch. Look at that spike. Aggressiveness, my goodness.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 42.
Everything being priced in dollars. Is the dollar going to 0? My goodness.
Fib.NQ on the 4. Touch NQ on the 42. Short on the NQ3. Enigma short on the NQ.
14.3. All right, 143. Come on now.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 42. Double divergence down NQ on the 89.
Official retirement day, Top Gun. Congratulations. You know, I also saw Patrick Weiland was talking on Twitter last night about retiring. Did y'all see that on Twitter? Patrick Weiland getting some major stress going on with these. He was mentioning the legal suits that he was in, and what was the other thing he mentioned? Let me see.
Double delta NQ on the 42. Divergence up NQ on the 9.
Let's see. Okay, here it is. He said, this is Patrick Weiland saying, I blew up all my accounts today, ... The stress of being the #1 day trader on YouTube and the haters and the lawsuits. I can't handle it, man. It's too much, making $1 million a month. I think it's time I retire. And I was like, what in the... So I haven't been keeping up with too much of what was going on there, but I was definitely like, all right, let me go find out what all's happening there. Yeah, I thought that was interesting. Did y'all see that?
So keep in mind the SCOTUS or the Supreme Court of the US tariff hearing has started. We've got the audio link to this on the calendar. We'll get it out on the feed as well, though.
My faith in humanity hath dwindled. Because you guys have heard me say that many times recently. And even more so after events transpiring yesterday, and then you see stuff like that from Patrick Weiland, and then just realizing, well, people would rather hang around and watch people who act like they're on cocaine, or actually are on cocaine. I'm not sure which one it is with Pat. I feel bad for the guy sometimes. There's another poor lost soul there. Pray for the man. Pray for the man. And pray for lazy, entitled people. I think that's the thought of the day. Let's see. And I'm not talking about Pat, dude. Pat is definitely not lazy. Patrick gets stuff done, and he's got a great team that he works with. Because I mean, he's got stuff. I don't even know how many people. Does anybody know how many people Pat has on his team? Does he ever talk about that?
Double delta NQ on.
Oh, ES did do that crazy spike thing. I know he's got a new host now in the afternoons. The D Money Show in the afternoon.
Fib.NQ on the 40.
I heard he does dress up or something. He comes in and does character dress up. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't do that. I mean, I'm just not wired for that. I'm just saying. But if that's what suits for entertainment, you guys can check out the D Money Show at the BDH. Oh my goodness.
On the 4. Divergence up NQ on the 42. Double delta NQ on the 4.
All right, so ES is kind of starting to crack maybe a little bit there.
Double delta NQ on the 4.
Take those off, always on top there. Okay, 14.4 on the threes on Enigma with a cross. That's a good sign. Okay, we might have double this move, y'all.
NQ on the 4.
This is, I mean, but I don't want to get my hopes up here right now, but I do, kind of. I'll be honest. 14.3 into this mayhem. Now I get a double move out of that mayhem. Let's find out where that puts us. 25,600 out of the jail cell right there. So see all the bars? Looks they're all different colorings. So hopefully, what I don't want to see, I don't like that that's two delta shifts right next to each other. In general, that is a reversal, but it kind of gets canceled out. There's three of them. There's one, there's two, there's three. So hopefully that's canceled and that this is a zone where we measure the leg coming into the zone, and I'm looking for double that move out of the zone. It's gonna act like an accumulation area, and we come in, accumulate, and distribute, and oftentimes it is double the size of the other.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
Oh, thanks, Brian. Appreciate that, man. Vinny, keep doing it. PW's gimmicky and cheesy. Algo boxers are serious, profitable traders. There's no group that compares to this one. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate that, man. Sometimes, on occasion, I need to hear that stuff. There's always stuff going on behind the scenes that everybody doesn't have to, doesn't either get to see or have to see. But it can get to you. It can get to you for sure.
Fib.NQ on the divergence up NQ.
The hate is loud.
Bands touch NQ on the 42.
The support is soft.
2-finger NQ on the 89.
All right, I'm gonna start closing out the bot position here, down into two crosses after the 14.1. We're bouncing up. I'll go ahead and take this 19.4 one more time here. But this might be the end of this one. Let's see. So high time frame, had this 19.4. I don't like playing in odd numbers, so I'm going to add one there and go to twos. There's a cross. I'm going to add on the cross.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 42.
There's a nice diamond target down below. Here is the bottom of this cross, F6. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, bot account 4,600 there. Let's see if we've got any follow through to the base.
Fib.NQ on the 4.
So on that high time frame, coming into squeezing in those ropes. Might be a little greedy. I thought we might touch the line, and I'm wishing I had taken some off there, as usual. Talking and gawking too much there, Vinny. At the same time, you know, that's pretty much done there this morning, but... Oh, to grow. Algobox just, in my opinion, it just deserves more credit than it is due. So I am on a mission, folks. I am on a mission. I know, right? Exit. I know, right, Captain Price? I know. But now I got the eye on the price here. Like, that's the first ready DD we've shown. Like, I'm going to engage the short here on the bot account because I am full port on my discretionary there. Trapped between 70 and 40 volumes. I'm not sure what you mean by that. This 40 and 70.
NQ on the 4.
Oh, consolidation there. I got you. Going back to my POE at the Super AO. Woulda, shoulda, coulda.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
So, yeah, I could have exited right there. We drew that white line. I'm hoping we just cracked that line. That's what I'm hoping. I'm trying to hold out for that breakdown, but dude, these bulls are so powerful in this market. It's been absolutely nuts. So the start of this is that Super AO. How far does it go or not go? We'll see. I'm chancing it. We did 51K yesterday, so I think it's another one of those where, you know, windfall day messes with your head, overconfident following day. You know, no surprise that I end up holding on through that. Look at this gnarly middle finger play, though. I like that I'm on the right side of it. You know what I'm saying? All I can say is I am glad I am on the right side of that play, but that is
Lower bands touch.
That is gnarly.
DCDMNQ on the 4.
That is nasty. Nasty, nasty.
DCDMNQ on the 4. Enigma long on the RTY2. Double bands NQ on the 9 on the 42.
Let's see if I can get this.
42.
Seeing where I want to go here.
Enigma short on the NQ3.
My glasses are driving me crazy today. These.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 42.
Was something happened to my nose pads, or nose is too oily, or what? Keep sliding down on me nonstop.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 42.
But yeah, I got some very interesting items I found last night that we'll
NQ on the 42.
play later today here. Wouldn't that be beautiful to have just entered in right there?
In 10 minutes.
Power HMD.
The hour, you see the release of the weekly EIA.
Everybody see this on the 9s?
Oil inventories, the forecast.
Do you guys have this on the 9s? Type of 1 if you do, 2 if you're new.
8 million.
NQ
And throw in a 3 if you're still here to troll me.
To a draw of 3 million expected. Gasoline inventories, forecast to draw of
Double
1.847 million
delta
on the
NQ
prior
on the
draw
9.
of 5.941 million. Distillate inventories, forecast to draw of 2.5 million on the prior draw of 3.362 million. And
Lower
Cushing
bands
inventories,
touch
the
NQ
prior was
double
billed of
32 on the
1.334 million.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 42. Double delta NQ on the 9.
Double king timing.
Bands touch NQ on the 42.
Adding on the bot. Cross, add on.
Lower bands touch.
Beautiful, and I'll close that out there on NQ. Over 10K on the bot account on that drop. Thank you very much. Exiting on that Super AO. Beautiful.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 42.
7.5. Should have peeled some there on this one, and then added as we come back in around that 50 cent. More right here.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
Yeah, we know where I want to go, right? Want to get all the way to green spot if we're going to finish out the double move play here.
Fib.NQ on the 4. Enigma long on the RTY2. Lower bands touch NQ on the AQ on the 42.
Okay, so from that Super AO up to the 50 cent, that's 100 ticks. Are the bears going to be able to hold it? They're pushing beyond 100.
Lower bands touch on the 89.
Not good. They just moved it up 150 plus. Oh, boo. What's our time? 10:23. 7 minutes before. Here's back to my POE. All right, I'll engage on the bot. Was wanting to be done on the bot, but I mean, if they're gonna come all the way back up and re-engage where I was before, okay.
Fix the filibuster rule.
Something about the filibuster rule, something.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 40.
Dot, add to position.
Bands touch NQ on the 42. Fib.NQ on the 4.
Another wild, just non-stop buy fest on the tape. Look at this. Wow. All right, get a measure from the double dot. 289 ticks straight up from a
EIA
double dot headshot and the switch dot, red to green, boom. Thought it was the opposite first. Thought it was going to be got the green to red. It's like, oh, cool. Switch dot. We come down. Then a green dot inside. Holy cow.
847 million.
Holy cow.
5.94.
Wild.
Distance inventories forecast is a draw of 2.5 million on the prior draw of 3.362 million. And Cushing inventories prior was a build of 1.334 million.
Impact news event crude oil inventories.
Oh wow, are you kidding me? So one thing I did not talk about there this morning, and of course coming in late trying to play the shuffleboard game here this morning, did not talk about post windfall rules, and wasn't even thinking about it honestly, like literally exactly why windfall days cause this type of psychology for me. I'm pretty sure it's everybody else too, but you have some big day the day before. It's like the next day, you're not even worried, not even concerned. You just come in and what is it about the next day after? The wildest day. Now, It is because, well, the day before you got such huge volatility and it worked for you. That volatility is still there in the market. Comes in the next day and it's like, now I'm here for my pay, right? It's like, okay, pink dot, hold on, I gotta add to position here. I'm just gawking away talking. That same level of volatility is still there in the market. Unbelievable that they're coming right back into. I have never seen, well, I don't want to say never seen. I mean, middle finger both sides? Really? Okay, my goodness. So, potentially wiping out my windfall day from yesterday.
NQ on the 9.
6.7 super AO on the 9s. Wild move. I mean, this is straight up 393 ticks without a look back. What? Wild.
Double delta NQ on the 4.
The double dot on the bottom of that. Ugh. Gonna kick myself hard for that. $740 next. Yeah, that is the P point. That is the P point. I'm not sure what this one was from yesterday.
1 minute remaining. I'm bleeding with the EIA crude oil inventories.
Crude oil inventories number coming out here in 45 seconds.
Upper bands touch.
All right, here in the aggressive buyer or sellers here. Look at ES. Look at this cluster. Okay, the good news is that's a cluster on the ES. So if this is the final pivot point for ES to finally point down, as ES points, so NQ goes. If ES can now finally point down, give me a spike down, get down underneath this area. That's what I want to see. Come on now. Come on, ES. Turn it over, bro. Turn it over. Let's go. Turn it over.
10 seconds.
10 seconds till some news event. Hopefully gives me the catalyst to turn that bad boy and not some crazy spike up through a cluster. Cluster reversal. If you've studied our plays, go look up the cluster in our documentation area. So hit docs and then look up the flow master clusters on the cross.
The draw of 4.729 million, deeper than the expected draw of 1.847 million. Distillate inventories, a draw of 0.643 million.
But yeah, coming in post windfall day, windfalls cause you to be overconfident coming into the next day.
0.3 million.
And, you know, here I am just
Fib.NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 4.
I blame wanting to fix my camera. Yeah, I'm gonna roll back the tape later just to see that section where I decided to go ahead and play in on that bonus play where I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna fix that camera, and as I go over to fix that camera, I'm like, oh wait, there's shiny object syndrome. I'm like, oh, let me go over here and go do it. No, wait. Maybe a beautiful play setup coming in here. It's moving up super fast. Oh, I need to get involved on this play. Greedy. Greedy, greedy. Triple dots. Let me pull this down here. We pop up above that. I'm going to peel it again.
Enigma short on the NQ3.
22.2. Enigma on the 3s, just below our current time frame. Do not close above that line. If we do, P point possibly coming.
Fib.NQ.
No, get that green dot out of here. No.
Fib.NQ.
Oh, switch dot. Come on. Do not crack that. Thank you. Starting to hear some sellers. I don't want to hear popcorn come in back behind it.
Enigma short on the NQ3.
Another Enigma on the threes. They're lined up.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
Come on, ES, roll over, bro.
NQ on the 4.
Do not spike up there. Fake 'em, bake 'em. Come on now. No, I'm hearing popcorn pop through.
Fib.NQ.
Oh, yes. Okay, did they drop the news? Crude oil inventories? I didn't hear him talk to the crude oil inventories. Did I just miss it? Did Financial Juice, Okay, they posted them. I just didn't hear him audio it. Crude oil inventory numbers are out. Didn't really seem like it did much. They're still floating it. I was hoping for a violent pop and drop. Did not get it. Awesome, Mr. Hendricks. Have a great day, sir. Popping. They're gonna run it all the way to the P point. They're going. Listening for the popcorn to get off the tape. Yeah, still pointing up. So NQ go up. There's the delta shift. I want to take the next play. Popcorn all over the tape here. Pushed back to all 4 correlated instruments touching up. ES, look at that. ES pointing up. NQ go up. There's the cross. All right, I'm going to go in right there. Just in front of the P point. Going to add a couple here on the bot. 4.1 finally. Here we go. 4.1. Give me that reverse, baby. 4 is... So if you are going into the alpha omega tuning, right? What is the current tuning level? Can you see the big pivot on a 4? Yes. So what do I look at? The next 4 for the pivot, yes? Beautiful. Alpha omega tuning. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out AO tuning, the AO tuning video. It's in the documentation. Just click on documentation, check out alpha omega tuning, or search for AO. The short for that is AO tuning. Awesome, Kazi. Thanks for that, my friend.
Two finger NQ on the 4.
Thanks for that, Kazi. Blessings on you over there in Israel. You're still in Israel, yes? I hear a lot of stuff there on Facebook. I guess that's where I get a lot of my news on what's going on internationally. It sounds like good things are happening over there. Yeah. Can we get 100 likes? Are we gonna hit the 100 likes? Let's see where we at now. At 79 likes, we might get to 100 today. We're gonna get 100 likes. That would be awesome. It has been a battle post windfall day, unfortunately. Well up early, and then I decided to, man, I mean, all I can keep thinking about is as I'm turning to go and fix my little camera thing over here to put my little desk cam thing back on, and then I'm like, oh no, yeah, this looks like maybe I'll take this little bonus play here. I'm up a 5K on the day, but you know, we could go for more. Could make it 6 or 7. And now I'm Oh, the market's going to be one of those non-stop buy fests here. Like we're going to do today. We're going to do one of these. We're going to do one of these. Just, you know, we don't do them very often, but you know, you had a windfall day yesterday, Vinny. So, you know, we're going to make this 1,000 bajillion level. Nonsense stuff that we didn't do since 2008 before the crash. Yeah, we don't expect them to go to the moon. Yeah, so we call it the mooner. So the day after a windfall, we can call it the mooner. All right, I like the way ES is now dancing on the top of these golden ropes here, just kind of. So they rocked them out, expanded them, came in, touched, spiked. Never really spent any time under it at all. Literally one touch and back. One touch. It was a one touch. Okay, I'm gonna give you that. You got one shot. You're gonna give you one shot, and that's it. And we're gonna dance up here. We're getting, the farther we get away from this cluster, the more dangerous it becomes.
Fib.NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 4.
I'm gonna remind myself, how close to completion did we come? I cannot believe. I mean, I did good on the bots. I went ahead and pulled that, but just like I'm sitting there thinking about how, so I pull them on the bots, but I don't flip over here fast enough to do it because I'm like, it'll go into that. This is where I wanted to target. It'll go there. It'll go there. It's so close. It'll go there. It'll go there. Horseshoes and hand grenades, though. How many times have I said it? And we're in a bull market. Hello. Idiot. Idiot.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
9 more to get to 100 likes. All right. Oh, no, no, no. What is that? ¿Qué es eso? We got a 4. We have a 4.8 here. Come on, man. Come on. This wild bull. I mean, I've heard of wild bill. But wild bull. All right, I'm going to close out that RTY trade right at its target. Beautiful. Full auto. I'm going to go ahead and kill full auto now. I'm just going to work the rest of this now. RTY.
NQ on the 4.
Done. $4.8 with a white cross with it. P point above us. I don't know. That's making me nervous. ES now pointing straight up. Way, I don't say way past, but well past the cluster now. So cluster reversal did not go. Pushing through.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 42. Upper bands touch NQ on the 42. Double delta NQ on the 4. Upper bands touch NQ on the 89.
Oh, it's gonna bother me. I do hit shift enter on accident. Okay, please tell me that's 2 traps in there. 1, 2, and then boom, big guy slapped it back down right here. Be the one. Come on now. Structurally, we got a shark back for the structure high time frame. RTOFA event spiking. I mean, all we needed was a 4 to push it up. 4s to push it down didn't go enough. All I needed was an HMD, not even an RTOFA event down here for them to run it up. 4.8 gets ignored, pushed 7.4. Well, 6.7 was enough to drop it from before. That should be plenty. Anyway. There is something else in the water on the 89, so go into the highest time frame, since the high time frames are clearly laying hold here. All it took was a green dot at the bottom. Re-expand the... I mean, look at all that. Just got completely ate from yesterday. Just pressed the wrong button there. Tried to press F6, ended up pressing F5. Here's the bottom of that. Where are we in relation? Oh, not even close. That's to return to yesterday's high area. Oh my goodness. Man, I had some really fun little truther clip things to go over today for fun. Algobox GPT. Yeah, don't forget. How many of you guys know that we have our own custom trained GPT? Oh, I can't draw on it. I can't draw on it. Get this off always on top. No, I need it to be on always on top. Anyhow, there it is right there. Algobox GPT. I know what we can do. Like this. Algobox GPT. Click that link.
Enigma short
Save it.
Q3.
One click, one tap, let's go. Are you ready?
Yeah, bookmark that. So if you got questions around Algobox, you want the AI to teach you some topic, be careful. Some things like, I thought everybody kind of knew that AI hallucinates sometimes, but it's always surprising to me that, especially people that are in this industry that don't know that AI can hallucinate and it doesn't always have all the right answers. But yes. If you don't know, AI is not always right. Double check it. Check your sources. Go straight to the source if you need to find out more additional details. If AI doesn't have the answer for you, doesn't mean it's not like... I mean, there's some people that think like, oh, the AI told me that, so it must be true. And well, if AI doesn't have the answer, I guess I could just stop. I'll just stop searching for the answer then. Okay. Well,
on the 4.
Still gotta fix the problem. Well, what do I do? Well, I can fix it for you. Oh, but AI told me it didn't work. Okay. You keep giving me information, but not answers. Interesting. Fascinating, fascinating. Sitting at your desk is hard. If you didn't know. Let's see. Good morning, Jansta. Used it a bunch this weekend, Brian. Oh, that's awesome. If you've got any, I'd love to see. I don't know if you want to take the time to do this, Brian. If you or Fibonacci. I know that Fibonacci name. I like how you did that though. Like I know what your name is in our Discord because you put it there on your profile. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, if you had some things that it really helped you out with, if you wouldn't mind, share that in the public chat. I'm kind of curious, like what are people asking the GPT for and kind of getting answers for. Okay, I mean, this looks like a Titanic zone here, folks. That's the 1, 2, 3. Now, these work better on the lower time frames here, and I'm still hearing popcorn come in here. At the P point, I will slap it down. We have an Enigma right there. There's my double ready DD. We are, I mean, you don't get any better than that. Okay, there's my P point. All right. That's, I mean, totally ate my lunch from yesterday. This helps a little bit, but not...
Fib.NQ.
It could have been an easier day. It definitely could have been an easier day. I needed to have, I think, mentally prepared for a post-windfall day, and I didn't do that exactly. Just too many things. Too many things. But soon, less things. Use it for helping me tune Alpha Omega. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, I kind of want to see that. Do you have... Okay, so you know how you can go into ChatGPT and... So for ours, if you didn't do a temporary... Now, does everybody know the difference between... Like, sometimes, like, you want to save your conversation with AI. It will do it by default. But if you want, like, a temporary one... I did it yesterday when I just wanted to ask a quick thing. If you guys were on the live stream yesterday, remember when I was asking GPT about, like, US stats? I was looking for how many people in the United States are on SNAP, like, basically food benefits, food stamps type of thing. So I don't necessarily need that history. I kind of don't want that history. You know how it is on the left-hand side of the AI chat, you'll have your history of stuff that you want to look at. That's always there. But if you want to not have that come on, you're like, this is just a quick question. In the top right, there is a little, it says temporary. And you click on temporary and it kind of has like a little
At the top of the hour.
dashed line bubble. So it's like not a solid bubble, dashed. And you can ask your questions real quickly and it won't save the history. But yeah, Fibonacci, if you've got some screenshots of kind of what you were looking for and then the output of that, because even myself, like I don't use it very much on my own product. I really like, so I would love to see you guys, if you are using the GPT from the AlgoBox GPT, would love to see some screenshots from you guys who are using it or have used it, and would love to see some examples there that we can also share around and kind of see some things that people are using it for. I love that you use it for alpha omega tuning. That's awesome. But I also want to check to make sure that it does it right. So I am like, GPTs don't always get it right, folks. I'll just state that. I had a scenario even yesterday where multiple days in a row where people are like, but GPT said, dude, I don't know. Maybe check the website. So for instance, if GPT isn't right about alpha omega tuning, well, I made a video on it, right? So hopefully you're double checking it with the real content, with like what's in the documentation, what Vinny Emini has actually said in the video. And one of the things that I hope it's getting really good at is being able to ask the GPT, can you give me a video from Vinny on alpha omega tuning, right? Or, hey, will you double check this? Here's, go pull the transcript from this video and double check on the information you've given me, kind of thing. Like, you have to almost treat GPT like it is a human. And humans make errors. Well, so does GPT at times when it comes to accuracy, especially of proprietary informational things, right? Like, how does our website work? How does another website work? How does support on a website work? Type of thing. So double check on that. Give a video with timestamps of it. Can it do that? I don't know if our GPT, I've never seen anybody do that with our GPT, but I know that somebody has put some timestamps on our videos with some AI. I'm not sure which one they were using, but I have seen some people like send that over to us before. I think Plutonium, is Plutonium still here? Plutonium has done something with that at one point, I believe, if my mind is recalling correctly. I believe in our DMs he had sent me like what looked like an export from an AI that will pull timestamps and all that. You know what I'm talking about, Plutonium? Where you were saying, not really saying, but you sent me one of the AIs that did timestamps. Am I thinking of that right? Or was it something else? Was it still just summarizing? But I think it was, we were trying to see if there was a way to automatically generate timestamps and little blips to the right, like little notes on the timestamps.
Divergence of NQ on
There's an AI summary. Okay. And was that ChatGPT, or do you know what AI you were using for that? Wasn't it a different one? Wasn't it specific to doing that task or something? I'm trying to remember. But I know it did look looked pretty cool. I'll just tell people like all the time, like, dude, make as much money as you possibly can right now while you have the opportunity to do so. I think, look, AI, I'll just be straight up. AI scares me in a manner of how many jobs it can replace. Because it can do a lot of things. Even if it's not right, people are like, yeah, but it's not perfect, bro. Like, if you've ever worked with people, like, people don't get it right either. But you can't beat how cheap it is, okay? For $200 a month,
42.
you can have an employee that might get things wrong, but at the same time, it gets a lot of things right and does a lot of things better than a human does, all right? I'm just saying. Like, we all make mistakes. And, you know, humans need to be capable of apologies and things of that sort. Well, bots aren't going to apologize to you, you know what I mean? And they probably don't need to.
Enigma long on the NQ4.
Looking now. Yeah, so Brian, if you were doing it, if you didn't set the temporary, I believe you used a few to generate that. Okay, so yeah, so it did still seem like a job. Like you had to, you know, you still got to think through how things are done, right? They're not just completely replacing people sitting in chairs, but these agents that you can install. It's like, give it a computer, install the agent, let the agent run for you, and tell it a task to do, and it will, if it's got access to do it. The weirdest thing is, the only holdback on most of them is their access. It's like, if you want to give me access to your email, I'll write emails for you. If you want to give me access to your, I mean, fill in the blank, give me access to your bank account. And it's like, okay, I'll do that for you. But it's always asking for permission, like grant permission. But if you're sitting there hitting next, grant access on your phone, grant access, it'll just keep doing its task. You just tell it what to do. Called Uniscribe. Let me check that out. So if I just search for Uniscribe, that's the name of it. Uniscribe. Uniscribe. Convert audio and video to text. What? All right.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 4.
Again, I mean, there used to be people that did that job.
Text. Uniscribe lets you upload audio and video files or paste YouTube links, quickly turning them into text with AI.
And you know, I got a friend who's a videographer and photographer. It's like, well, my job's safe. They can't
42.
out-record me. And I'm like, have you seen Sora AI lately? I mean, I'm just saying. Have you seen these podcast generators? Makeup artists are like, well, they can't replace me because all the people always need makeup. Are you sure? Have you seen the filters these days? Like, people just like record it themselves and make themselves look or be whoever they want, like a better version of themselves. Wild. Anyhow, what I mean by all that is trade as well as you possibly can right now while the finger licking is good. Free GPT can find the timestamps. Yeah, probably find the timestamp of stuff. But what we were trying to do at the time was, so like, let's say that I don't know, say something semi-important in a video, be like, okay, what's the timestamp, right? It's a multi-step process. Number one, you'd have to assess that someone said something important, number one. That takes, you know, that's subjective. Then to give that a note, so you want to kind of summarize, well, how would you shortly say, like earlier I talked about AO tuning. Okay, so at whatever timestamp, look at the timestamp, what's the timestamp on the video, put that timestamp, then say, Vinny talks about alpha omega tuning. Right, that's one. And then you going through an entire video, and it's subjective, you don't know how many timestamps, there's nothing, you know, programmatic to go, well, how many would you have to do, and all that kind of whatnot.
1 minute now till we get the New York Fed household credit reports.
Okay, another news event coming out here. New York household something?
Double delta NQ on the 4.
I don't see that scheduled. Another one of those where I like Financial Juice's news feed. That is coming, by the way. It's just, I've been a little busy lately. That's coming. We got a new code release coming out. You guys are going to see it tomorrow. I will have the new one. I think you're going to like the look and feel. I like it. Looks really awesome. I've had some of our internal folks look at it. They thought it looked really cool. The visuals are different, so you'll be able to clue in on things that are there. There is one of the things, if you have been using the trade copier, well, two things in the trade copier. Was a real focus on this next release in the trade copier before I start using it for doing a small account challenge with multiple accounts. You know, kind of really put the fire under doing it. Not that I wouldn't do it anyways, but just anyway, just a lot of things. We're trying to juggle a lot of stuff here. New websites, all this other kind of stuff. So, oh, Vinny, what are you talking about, bro? You're babbling on about stuff. The limit order
balances are up 24 billion from the
situation is fixed. People have said, hey, on the drop down of all of their accounts, there's like showing too many in the list. We've got that solved as well. So two of the major issues, I won't say issues, but two of the major requests you guys have made for the trade copier have also been changed and enhanced in this version.
4.5% of outstanding debt in trouble. Transition into delinquency rate stabilized.
All right, it is 11 o'clock.
Mortgages reflect sector's resilience. Third quarter transition rate into...
I do have to go at 11:15. What's our time? So we got about 14 minutes or so here, and oh man, I was hoping to have been done earlier there this morning, but I do have to go here in about 15 minutes. So we'll see. But yes, tomorrow is going to be awesome. We've got the new version of the code. I'll be using it here in a live stream, kind of the finalized QA before we get that release out. Been working through my dev and QA machines. It's been fine, but it is time to put it on the line as we go into the end of the year. It's going to be a good release. $775 is fair to check from yesterday since only going up. Yeah, 775, yeah. Yeah, it seems like anything to the upside lately. It has just been a non-stop buy fest. Here we are again at a 4. 6 was just completely eaten up. They're just using every drop to buy it. 2, 2, 3. Everybody's a genius in a bull market.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 42.
Let's see. Oh, look at RTY. So that RTY, that last play there that we had taken at the 14.5, we exited there, and now another one coming in
Household debt and
to
credit
push. Just
interested.
really wild. We'll be showcasing more full auto as well when I'm doing a small account challenge, because I will want the system to kind of basically do more numbers for me. While I am doing trader funding program stuff, I will be using my own personal accounts to push that a little bit farther, probably doubling the contracts and using some, I'd say some more complex strategies around that. Had a great conversation with Don yesterday. Shout outs to Don. Don, is he still here?
On Yahoo Finance.
There's Don James. Is he still here with us? So I had a chat with him yesterday, and he taught me something new yesterday, and he was just like, oh, I just thought everybody knew that. Dude, y'all, like, Don is like savant level smart, all right? There he is. Had a chat with him yesterday. And how many of you, let's see a show of hands in our chat, have wanted to be able to trade on micros, but you want to execute from minis? Y'all know what I'm talking about? So if I want to get the signals from NQ, but I want to take the trade on MNQ, show of hands. How many people? Have you ever wanted to trade micros, but using the signals of the more accurate NQ? Yes? Yeah, type me a 1 if you do. 2 if you're like, nah, I ain't down with that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we all have wanted to do that. Yes?
So again, Feds Myron currently speaking.
You did that before? Okay, so let's talk about the people who have actually done that before. Okay. How did you do it? You know, it's hard, right? Have y'all all known? And I just has been like, there's no easy way to do that without using some third-party app that does that literally handles that. Everybody else agree with that? Okay. Well, Don's just like, well, you know, you can just put 2 data series on your chart and use the Enigma Platinum edition, and you simply just you know, you put the data series 1, make sure that the MNQ is the top in the data series, and then every execution will execute the ATM on the top data series, but you can then go into the settings of the Platinum Edition Enigma and set it on the NASDAQ data series, and then you're getting the signals off of the NQ, but you're executing in the MNQ on the same chart. You didn't know that? I thought everybody knew that. Oh, I was like, Don, do you know what you just said? I'm like, are you kidding me? That works? He's like, yeah. I'm like, how come you haven't told anybody that? Oh, well, I just thought everybody knew that. Come on, bro. What do you mean everybody knew that? Dude, I've been using NinjaTrader since, oh my goodness, what year? It was NinjaTrader 6. What year did NinjaTrader 6? Let's see. 2007, and I think I was in the year after, 2008, when the market crash came. I was on using Thinkorswim and a VCM proprietary app at Velez Capital Management, and I shifted to NT6. So 2008. I mean, near, you know, 3 years from now will be 20 years. So take away 17 years I've been using NinjaTrader. And yes, I'm fully aware of adding data series and how you can get signals from whatever, but never would have thought that you can get the signal from one and execute on another native to NinjaTrader with this little workaround hack. Okay? Never, ever. And Don's just like, hey, it's a Tuesday. I'm like, what? And it actually literally was a Tuesday. That was the irony of our conversation happening on a Tuesday, because I just happened to call him up.
The additional investment.
And He's like, easier for me to show. Well, yeah, but I'm a 17-year vet, bro. You can just tell me what it is. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know, understand. And I'm going to have to put that into video for everything I just said. But I want to know, is there anybody else that knows what I just said and already knew that? Yeah, Don, I need this in writing. LOL. Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, how come you've never put that in chat? He's like, oh, it's too hard to say and show. Like, I mean, it's not. 2 data series. And then put the Platinum Edition on NASDAQ and just make sure that M and Q is the top data series. Bing! Done. That's it. But I have found out that communication recently, apparently communication is hard for a lot of people. I don't know if it's this day and age of like we all, you know, talk through our phones and we text each other, we emoji each other. So you get on a call with somebody and we like, I don't know, man. Manny, you knew? Okay. Show of hands, who knew about this hack? Manny did. All right, there's one. All right, Don, I'll give you credit, bro. There's one. Is anybody else new? Did anybody else know that you could do that? Type a 1 if you knew, 2 if you didn't. And by the way, I'm typing 2 right now. I'm literally hitting 2 in the chat for me. I didn't know. Okay, I did not know.
Double delta.
I've been doing this 17 years. Anybody else? Is there another one? Like I'm seeing 3, 2s. I see 2s. Okay, so Don and Manny, the only people who knew that you could do that. I mean, I've never seen that documented anywhere. I've never seen anybody talk about. I mean, I've heard people talk about it. Like, let's be honest. We've all heard about people talking about it, wanting to do it. And my default was like, there's no real easy way to do that. You kind of just you'd have to manually do it, or, you know, write your own custom program for it, or use one of these trade copiers that can copy from NQ to MNQ, you know, some third-party deal, not native. Yeah, and can't wait for that video, right? Yes, and so I'm like, dude, okay, well, I'm going to make that video, right? So that's also coming. But if you understood what I basically just said here, you can right-click on a chart, go to data series. All right, here. Data series. And everybody's probably been in data series before. That's not necessarily new. But in data series, you can add a second data series, and you've always been able to do that, but had no idea that you would be able to execute on another one that you don't have the actual item. So think about this. What he's shown is that exactly what a lot of people have always wanted to do, because we hear it all the time. Like, hey, I want to execute on the micro, so I have, you know, I got a smaller account, and I got when we're working with my risk management, and I can add to positions and from a contract count size perspective. And yes, I'm fine paying up, you know, more for the commissions on the micros, all the things that micros entail, pros and cons of trading micros. But you know that the signals suck on the micros, right? Because the big guys don't play on the micros, right? You want to know what the big guys are doing. And so you want the signal off of the big guy, execute on the little guy. A lot of people want to do that, but had no idea that I could take this, okay, these buttons, right, on NQ, and if you literally put the data series that this is reading from on NQ, I would have never thought that this, because you think of this version of this code, the algorithm behind this panel right here, because it's programmed off of this, that you would just think that the execution would just happen on this, right? That's logical. But when you think about how it works internally, there is literally a separate execution set of methods that you call separately. So, like, when I think about it, it totally makes sense. In fact, when Don said it, it's like, bing! Oh, that makes sense, because order handling. If you look up order handling, like NinjaTrader, order handling, if you're a script junkie looking into the code, order handling is something you have to manage separately. So they are completely separated. But just because the data series, if you have 2 data series on a chart, the execution order handling will happen at this layer right here. first. So the execution, even though you're reading from here,
Runs unnecessary risks.
will execute here. So if this is M and Q, as long as that is first, and ironically, you could do this on anything. If you wanted to trade ES for some reason, right? Or if you had ES signals coming in here, you could execute on the data series above it in the same chart. That's crazy. I've been literally in NinjaTrader for 17 years and did not know you could do that. So shout outs to Don James for being the genius that he is. Love having him in the crew. Amazing stuff. I will make a video on that. If you got lost on it, don't worry. We're going to do a video on it. Thank you guys for hitting the 100 likes. I do have to go. It is a couple minutes to 11:15. I have to be somewhere. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I will try to do an afternoon live stream. I will try to be out here with you guys more, especially as we head into Black Friday, into the end of the year. Tomorrow, particularly, I'll be loading up the new version of the code. We'll have that out here. We'll be doing a small account challenge. Probably going to wait till the beginning of the year, but maybe, depending, we might do it ahead of time. Just depends on how the release goes and how we get this stuff updated on the website and some other things that we're working through. But I will catch you guys later this afternoon, or come back and hang out with me tomorrow morning. Thank you guys for hitting that 100 likes. You guys are rock stars. And shout outs again to Don James. What a legend. What a legend. 17 years. Did not know that we could execute on MNQ from NQ using Platinum Enigma. That's a game changer, is it not? I don't know. My mind is blown. You guys rock. Hey, thanks, Joseph. Bodette said check out the video summarizer in ChatGPT. Linked it above. What?
Shortly expecting comments.
All right, I'm going to check that out. Thanks, brother.